We think it's very important that young people have an understanding of the opportunities offered by careers in science, and we certainly believe we have a role to play in collaboration with schools to help young people understand just what those opportunities are.
So I've been involved in showing the children what I do on a day-to-day basis in the lab, which is completely different to what they do at school. So they get some sort of careers advice on what jobs they can go into after they finish their GCSEs and A-levels.
I suspect that not nearly enough people know of the sort of initiatives that we have today, having you young people in an industrial setting to see actually what's going on.
It's very important that we continue to encourage young people into science. The UK is regarded as one of the leading places in the world for scientific research, and we'd like to keep this going.
In school, we don't really have advanced equipment like they do here. A lot of the things that we've been using today and the past few days, we haven't actually ever seen before.
This is the second year that it's been running, and the feedback we got from last year was really good. And even when I was teaching months later, they would say, oh, yeah, we learnt about that at UCB, and they'll bring it back into their lesson.
We made aspirin, which is something that in school you would only do in year 13, but I'm in year 11, so that was a really, really big step forward.
What we learn in textbooks, in the classroom are critical, but science is much more than the knowledge that you find just in these textbooks. It's the experience of finding out for yourself, designing an experiment, working on the question you want to answer.
I think science is by nature a practical subject, so it's really important that they're doing practicals, they're thinking about things, they're trying them out, because that's what makes science different.
Science has a fantastic wide range of applications, and we're beginning to understand that and get that across to schools. It's one of the ways of having jobs in so many different areas. So at one level you can teach, for example. Another level you can perhaps be in the markets making investments. You can work in an industry doing development research, and of course universities doing basic perhaps research as well.
These roles take our scientists into collaborations with clinicians, working with patients, actually making the drugs that we hope ultimately to bring to patients. And the collection of jobs is ever expanding within our industry.
Very often basic research, even in the pharmaceutical industry, may have consequences which may be very important but not expected. And that's one of the reasons why we have to have healthy science and why we have to have as many scientists as possible.
Seeing the drugs and the development of drugs in action has really helped me to make my mind up about how my career will change in the future.
Having science literacy so that we all understand science better is very, very important. And having opportunities in a good industry to see how the science is relevant is of great importance to school children.
We can certainly do more to help young people understand what the opportunities are in a scientific career. We're fortunate to work with the brightest and also the most enthusiastic young talent, helping them develop themselves and develop new technologies which will ultimately bring benefit, we hope, to patients and to the UK economy as a whole.